No, I don't look up to Dardoch. I mean, I think Dardoch's mechanically good, but that would have been like if he had the same level of mechanics, like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, he would be like the faker of NA. Because like in NA, I feel like the progression of like macro game was like so slow. Like nowadays, like teams are really good now. Like their macro is like pretty good compared to the rest of the world. But like before, like NA just basically didn't know how to play the game. Like, that's how I look like reflecting. Like Korea had like a really strong game sense. Like China was really good mechanically, but then NA was like not really good mechanically, and they didn't really know how to play the game right. So nowadays, with everybody knowing how to play the game, like just Dardoch having mechanics isn't gonna make him a good player. Like what makes people good nowadays is having good game sense, good mechanics, and just being a good teammate. And yeah, I think nowadays I'm just practicing. I guess my game sense, like it's pretty hard for support to really have a lot of game knowledge because obviously you're kind of like limited to your own sort of like champion, how you think, and like to be a good shot caller, you kind of have to think outside your role. So I think it's really a slow progression for me. I think I'm not necessarily a fast learner, but at times I think of like have my moments of like really fast learning. So I think if I'm on that track, really fast improvement, I can improve to be pretty decent shot caller and have good game sense. And I try my best to be a good teammate. Nowadays, not really, because I think NA supports. I think the people in front of me. I think Smoothie is a really solid player. Like especially from before. I think looking back, he wasn't very strong in spring split last year because he was in challenger scene, obviously. So when he went to C9, I think he got a lot better. Like he improved so much. Like he got really solid. I look up to Smoothie for how solid he is and how like the knowledge of what he has to do in game. I feel like that's really good. I think Adrian had that in spring split last year on Immortals. Adrian was pretty good at just understanding his role in the team, and yeah, for that meta specifically, that was really just key for the sport. Like, all support had to do in spring split last year would just pick the range supports and then just play team fights well and play landing phase decently. And spring split Afro was the person I looked up to, like for the entirety of 2016. Like even for 2016, yeah. So he was like the all around. Like he could do shot calling. He can do like team fight coordination. He'll do just knowing how to play out fights, knowing what sort of like objectives to fight for. Kind of just like this really solid player. Like that's like my image, because obviously I've never played with Afro. Like I wouldn't really know like his full extent, but that's the sort of image I got off of him. He is really solid at just knowing how he wants to play his game. And that's sort of the same kind of play style I'm trying to fit into. I'm trying to fit into this play style that is really all rounded, knows how to play like every position of the support. So basically what I say by position is like knowing how to play tanks, knowing how to play range carries, knowing how to play damage carries on support, and really just knowing how to control the game from your own role as support, and sort of just playing like outside of your role, like knowing how to shot call. I mean, that's not really like, I don't like that term, like just assigning shot callers to the team. Because like nowadays, if you have one single shot caller, you're an awful team. Like you have to have multiple voices of the team, because you have to be really solid about all stages of the game and all stages of the map, or all the what goes on the map. Because right now, bot lane isn't very favored for hyper carrying. Like hyper carries are like not so good. And then I'm saying this right after Piglet just carried on hyper carry, but I think this meta is a lot less about hyper carry and it's more about utility bot lane. And then so with utility bot lane, I can't really like make plays around myself to carry off myself. Like I'm just building my advantages and trying to give it to like my team. So right now my focus is like building advantages from bot lane by setting up these big plays like Flash Varus ulting or Ashe arrowing, and then we set up these big bot lane plays. And then we take that back into like mid and top side. Like top side gets advantages, mid side gets advantages, especially jungle. Like we try our best to get Eugen ahead. And with that, we sort of just hopefully just steamroll through the game. Well, those two terms are definitely synonymous. Like being a world-class player requires you to be a world-class teammate. Like you have to really look out for yourself, number one, and then look out for your teammates, number two. Like you have to really just play your role and then match how you play your role with your teammates. And that's really what makes a world-class player. Because some players, they're really good at their role, but they have no idea how to communicate with their teammates, and they have no idea how to communicate like when they're strong or what they should play for or like how they should play as five. Because in League, if you play as one, you'll never succeed in anything. I mean, you got to be strategic about it. You just got to do your work. And then I feel like, free time is still necessary. Like, you can't just go 7 days a week. That's just, like, bad for your mental. So, yeah, I have some break days. I have some, and when I say break days, I mean, like, get a few hours off. And then on other days, I'll have, like, just hours of free time. I just have, I can do whatever. So, that's about it.